Hell yeah. In
My lights.
you're dead. In the last session, a series of experiments were done with the two of you, being taken through different rooms of lunar paraphernalia and iconography. Some being very literal, uh, I guess, showings of the moon, where you'd be put in front of the large, or I guess a very small telescope that gave you a view of the moon. You were given access to lunar stones, and eventually given time to rest and recover. Until eventually, you found yourselves. Well, this is actually a way longer cap. You found yourselves being awoken in the dead of night to a letter being slipped under the door, saying that you had. I believe it was. It was not that long. It was like 20 minutes. Just gotta check real quick. A letter was slipped under the door saying that you had 20, scrolling. Yeah, saying you had 20 minutes and to lock yourself back in, that they'd be in touch. Immediately, you guys got yourselves caught by walking straight in front of the orderly office in the middle of the main hall, into which Alexi was given access to some of the stones once more. He began to move them around. Scarred one of the guards doing so because he didn't know what the fuck was going on in that room, and then shit got weird. The next morning, early at dawn, Alexis is taken out of his room and brought to a large, weird chamber with flipping panels and spinning rings that would seemingly recreate or imitate some sort of shift in the different lunar phases of the moon, uh, giving almost forced exposure to these different sensations and feelings and moods. Alexi did a lot of sanity checks and came to a few conclusions about both the moon and what needs to be done moving forward for themselves before they were sent back to their room. The doctor saying that they were out of time and that they'd have to continue with the other one, indicating Jaleel, later. Jaleel, having briefly scuffled with two of the orderlies in a hallway, managed to secure a key that they used soap and toilet paper to make a mold of, and a one-time use copy of the key. The original key was eventually gathered and grabbed again, until
I
eventually.
think.
What's up?
Did I get to make 2 copies of the key?
I believe
Because
you.
I
I believe you
remember
have
we
one
talked
more.
about.
I'm pretty sure you have one more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Until eventually, you found yourselves being released from the cells one more time. There was a key with a note saying it belonged to Dr. Mueller's office, the other half of that note having a little dove drawing, and a message saying he's back in 4 hours, be gone by then. Jalil exited the room, first trekked down the hall to Mueller's office, grabbed both of the files pertaining to himself and Alexei, took a note that seemingly belonged or was sent to Dr. Mueller from was revealed to be his cousin, Wesley C. Adams, the man that he seemingly saw to the capture and is seeing to the capture and apprehension anyone pertaining to the entire conspiracy around Vincent, the thefts, and anything else involving the old world of this, I guess, place, or this world, the old civilizations of this world. Before reading the letter, Jaleel ran back in the hallway, used one of the spare key molds to break Alexia out of the cell, and you all begin to plot your escape. And by plot, I mean you guys both walk down the main hall again, past the orderly office for a second time, getting caught instantaneously because Alexi knocked on the door. An orderly came out to take it back to his cell, and Jaleel, with a heavy double overhand hammer blow to the back of the head, knocked one orderly out instantly. We pick up the two of you scuffling with orderlies in a very, very horrible place. I need both of you
I
to
feel like
roll
I'm in that
me
one movie.
D100s, please, because it's group based initiatives. I need both of you to roll me dexterity checks, and it's group initiative. Add your dexterity to that.
Oh. Yeah, my dexterity. So in total, that is going to be That's a 98.
All right. I this one Orly is currently knocked on the ground, and the other two immediately, one spins towards you, Jaleel, and the other one like pivots and puts his back to the wall and looks at Alexi, both preparing to try and apprehend the two of you. Roll me a dexterity check as well, Jaleel, for your initiative, because you're both in combat, and so...
That's insane. That's insane that you just rolled a 98.
Oh, I was wrong. I'll take that. I was wrong. It's a D10 target. Sorry. I was wrong. D10. Roll me a D10 target. Roll me a D10.
Oh, okay.
So I'm taking the 10th place of your roll, Mason. So it's going to be a 9 instead of a 98. It's going to be just a 9 because it is just a D10 I messed up.
Gotcha.
So I need to roll 2d10 for these orderlies. Okay.
You have better odds with a D100 than a D10.
Yes, you
Technically.
Technically not, but technically.
Yeah,
But technically.
Yeah.
Technically, but technically not.
Ignore that. They have
There's
this.
more margin of chance.
Right.
Roll me that D10 before I roll you into a pit.
5? Okay.
5,
That ain't
so
bad. 5.
It is good for you guys, but we do just add the total of the rolls, so your group is at a 14. We're going to use Alexi's token here for your group's tracker. I'm sure to press that. Ironically enough, I rolled initiative to put the tracker on the thing for you, and I got a 10 on your die, so either way, you guys are going to get high, apparently. First up is your group. Ironically enough, it works because they were surprised by this sudden attack. The Orleans don't get a chance to speed. The other one just goes, "What's it?" And they begin to spin in your direction. You guys can act in tandem, but you're free to determine who technically would move first. Because it is group initiative.
Alexi would be higher on the initiative side.
Well, it's up to you. You can determine who wants to go first. It's
Okay.
group based initiative. It is just totaled up, so you can determine who wants to move first between the two of you.
I have something I can do.
Okay.
You still have not located the key to the lift yet.
Oh, that's
You had the key to Mueller's office, and you had the key to the cell, but you have not located where the key to Mueller's office is located in this place just yet.
Well, Mueller's office or the elevator?
You
already got in the Mueller's
yeah
office.
you have no clue where the key to the lift is just yet.
Okay.
I'm
Do I
actually
still have those documents?
Yes, you do. They're currently tucked away in your jacket right now.
Nice.
We do have the documents. I'm gonna change the color of the lift light so you know where the lift is, so it's easier for you guys to locate it.
I will, I'm gonna say something to the orderlies that are... One of them's waiting, the one that's waiting to apprehend me, and it's just a little scared for watching Jaleel fucking just curb stomp a motherfucker.
Yeah, so this dude's out.
Yeah, he's out like a fucking light, dude. You took him out.
I'm just gonna say... I need 2 things from you. The key to leave and the location of our stuff. I need both of these things if you want to continue being part of the grand plan.
The fuck are you talking about, you loony?
Do you want to die here right now?
Yeah, give me a charisma check. We'll see. Give me a charisma check.
He's also clinically insane.
I mean, they believed you. They already believed you guys were clinically insane as it was. So you have your will pool if you wish to use anything for it. You only need 12 more.
This is his decision to make, because if not, he's getting stabbed in the neck.
I like this Alexi.
He
Pen near me, right?
there's a pen inside the office. If you were to go in there, there are definitely pens in there. He
I'm
rolled.
walking inside the office.
He rolled pretty low, so he does not want to die here. But he's like, "You're going back into your cell, all right, and then you can discuss your terms with someone else, but not on my watch." He is currently terrified, though. He does have the terrified condition, which I will pop on him. I think it's the first time someone actually frightened someone. Where is it? The terrified.
Is this Is this pen? Is this like one of the classic pens? You know, like almost like scratch pens that drip ink down.
I'd say not here. That's they still use those, but not down here. This is like an older ballpoint pen. The fancier quill pens are used, but more for fanciful letters and documentation, official documentation. These are just down here for them to handle paperwork.
Can I take my action while they're talking?
Yes, you can. This is like as this is happening. What would you do? So I would say,
I hear him talking.
that
about
would be
pens, so-
that would be I'd say
Or-
it would have to make your primary or secondary action, Alexi. If it's your secondary action, you do need to subtract a D10 from the roll. If it's your primary action, it's perfectly fine as the roll is. So you do have two actions, primary or secondary, which are basically bonus action. The only difference is in this system, of course, because I think this is your first time being in. Oh no, you've been in combat. Both of you've been in combat before, but secondary actions always have a D10 penalty to them because they count as like a secondary focus thing.
I'm gonna do this. What I'm about to grabbing the pen. Is that what you're saying?
No, the talking to this guy, trying to intimidate him. Would that be a primary or secondary focus for you in this moment?
Yeah, I'm gonna say secondary.
Okay.
Secondary.
So
So that's gonna be 32.
32. You know, the irony is he is still. It is one off from terrifying him still because you're level 33. So I'll say for the moment he is like stunned by this revelation enough to not try and stop it from walking into the office if you were to do that. Because the other one is looking at Jaleel. I will
While
say.
they're talking, I think I'm gonna kick this guy as hard as I can in the side of his knee.
Roll
Just
me,
while they're not looking.
roll me strength. Yeah, roll me strength. Or I guess I'm sorry.
Break it.
I forgot.
Yeah,
Don't roll
it's
strength.
looking-
Go to the combat tab, and you can pick which one to do. There's obviously different options. There's heavy attack and there's heavy melee attack. You can pick which one you want to do, and then make sure you click the stamina tracker to use whatever one you do after that, and it'll tell you your new stamina for you after that. So yeah, it rolls the attacks for you. I couldn't get it to automate the stamina reduction as well, but it does auto roll the attack for you and tell you what the damage stuff should be to the person, based upon what you roll.
Okay.
So you have to go to the combat tab, pick whatever attack you want to do.
Heavy melee, but
Go for
I'm
it.
kicking him.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm. It's basically a stomp, like a top-down stomp on his on his knee.
Hell yeah. Oh, 26. Not successful. You
Not
try and
great.
stomp down on his leg. As he's like getting pushed by Alexi to get into the office, you stomp on the leg. He gets pushed out of the way as your foot hits the ground. You can do it again, but it have a D10 penalty to it if you want to try to do it a second time.
I think I'd follow up trying to hit him.
Go for it.
Trying to do a. What's
then-
the conditions for the heavy attack? It's just more stamina.
Yes, it is. It's just more stamina loss. So just
So
if you go to the combat tab and scroll down, yeah, it'll tell you. So it'll tell you your stamina is. So just it doesn't auto update it for you, but it does tells you what it should be. If you ever have like an odd number, it's not an even number of stamina loss, that would tell you to do. So you can do it again with your secondary action, but it would have a minus D10 to the roll.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try and
Hell yeah, go for it
knock
again.
this guy out too.
Oh my goodness.
23.
Two bad rolls. You try and do it again. This time it's a bit more pretty, like almost not like trained, but instinctually. You lift your foot up when you see like something that's on the ground that you want to touch. Like lifts his knee up, and it like blocks your like low stomp to it. Kind of catches the foot on like the crux of his like ankle, and he puts his foot back down real quick. You do still have movement and a free action. Free actions, I believe. I'm checking right now. Free actions can be used to drop an object, say up to 5 words, or equip an item from your person. Which I believe you only have papers on you right now, actually, or a fake, or a one-use key. And Alexi, you can get.
Can I move back like to the other side of this dude? Kind of.
Yeah, you can. Hang on. I'm gonna actually put this guy on the ground like this. He's out. Ding dong, out.
Make it awkward for them to try and step over if they gotta get over to me.
Yeah, by all means, I'll put him here actually to make sure, because it would be more likely to be right here when he got hit, so he'd be right there, so you step around the side of him. Alexi, it'll cost you twice the movement to push past this guy, so you can get there into the office. Take you about 12 steps to get there. You have 8 left to use. You kind of shoulder past.
Is there anything else in this office that could be damaging to someone's body? Not just the pen.
I would say these are orderlies. They don't. I'll say like sure. I'll say there's like one baton in here, I guess. Kind of resting on like neck, like leaning against the desk there, like just one baton sitting there.
I'm gonna grab the baton like gingerly.
Okay, pick it up.
Very like, yeah, not like quick, just like you watch as like every finger wraps around it.
You now have a baton, a small baton in your hand.
This is your final chance. Give us key and our items. Or face eternal darkness. This is your only and final chance.
The one in the doorway that was looking at Jaleel spins to you and goes, "Shit, he's got a baton! Take care of him!" This people paying no mind to the words you just said.
And when I hear take care of him, I'm gonna smack somebody across the fucking head.
Sure. You walk back up to this guy. Just enough movement to get backed up to behind this guy.
Alright. I'm gonna attack him.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Combat is... This would just be a melee attack, right?
Yep. Or weapon attack. Melee weapon attack.
Melee weapon attack.
33. Oh. Ooh. You swing the baton. This first swing is a little bit slow. You grab it lightly, not a full firm grip yet. And as you swing it, shows around just your grip to it, you clang off the door frame, just barely kind of skidding it around the back of his shoulder, so it kind of like grazes his shoulder as most of the force went into the wall towards like this kind of slided side swing towards the back of his head.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna try. I can do it again, right?
You cannot use your other action to terrify this guy over here.
Gotcha. Okay, we're still on the same. It's right, still the same turn.
Yeah, it was you and then Tark, or it was you terrifying, and then you walked in the room with Tark, and then you walked out with a baton, which brings us to the two orderlies. Are they? Let's roll for the terrified guy to see what he's considering doing in this moment. Nope. You see him look over his shoulder down the hall towards where you can assume other orderlies are, and then looks back here and goes, "Now we got it." And he's gonna run over and try and punch you, Jaleel. He seems very confident that they can take you.
Reaction from my last turn.
You do. Your reaction options are you can block, dodge, or counter. You remember counter from City Lights, the same thing as before. Incoming attack hits you, but you can use a reaction to make an attack at them with advantage. Same thing as before, if you recall, City Lights. Dodging is you just consume stamina and reduce the attack roll by how much stamina you consume. Blocking is you lose your primary action on your next turn, but you reduce any incoming damage to both your health and stamina by half.
I'll counter that reaction.
Alright, so this will hit you, so it's going to be a 70 plus their modifier, which is only a 2, because they are technically there's a bit stronger than the average guy, so let me actually check that real quick. Damage, she's just doing like a normal, like straight punch at your face. Roll me a melee attack of your choice with advantage, so roll it twice. As for usual, take the higher number. 72.
Oh.
You take 4 points of damage to your health.
Okay.
And your stamina is reduced by, from this hit, I gotta find a book, sorry. Or from getting punched. You do lose stamina when you get punched as well. That's why fights are so fast in this game. Where did it go? I'm gonna look at your roll here to remind me. Damn, you punch up, so that does hit.
Buttons bug. Or is you supposed to take max stamina damage
No.
on melee attacks?
No, not maximum. That is a little bugged out.
every melee attack we've done is, or every
Oh,
attack
I
we've done,
see.
the stamina's been,
That is-
damage has been back to 10.
Oh no, that is right. That's right. It's 10 plus
okay.
whatever is above 50. So since we're him to 70, you from his punch, you would lose 30.
Oh, no.
You would lose 30 stamina,
Oof.
and you take 4 points of damage.
Yeah.
You do hit him. He takes 2, 3. He takes 12 half to 6 points.
Halved on the counter?
Oh yeah, because I mean he still has.
93. Oh.
He's gonna.
His reaction.
He does. She's gonna use his reaction to block and kind of lessen the blow. As you counter the punch, he eats the blow to his forearm. He does take a lot of. He looks very tired. That one punch hit him with it fucked him up bad. He is at 10 plus. He lost 50. He lost 60 stamina from that one turn. So he's looking. That one like punch hit him like right in the gut. He kind of gasses him. And he punches at you. It hits you lightly across the face. He's gonna use his secondary action to try and punch you one more time. He has disadvantage, I believe. I haven't done combat in so long. He's at 40. Yep, disadvantage on the attack, but he can still try it. He's gonna try and make a heavy punch at you because he already knows he's gassed. Disadvantage. He's gonna use all of his will pool, 3d10, to a 49, which does not hit you.
Let's go.
It does. Oh my gosh! It does burn 10 more stamina, so he's at like 30-ish. He's really tired now. He's huffing and puffing. The other one's gonna try and spin to you, Alexi. He's gonna try and grab you. So I need you to roll me a strength check, please.
Okay.
He's gonna try and grab you. He does successfully grab you with a 78 compared to your 51.
Yeah.
Doesn't do much against you. Like, doesn't do any damage, of course. He's just trying to grab you and hold your arm back so you can't beat him with the baton currently. So you are... Where'd it go? You are restricted, which means your speed currently is 0. And instead of doing a primary action, you can only make 2 secondary actions right now, as your arms are being held down by your side, and he's using a second action to try and headbutt you.
He's gonna try to headbutt me?
He's gonna try to, yes.
No one wins with a headbutt.
No one went to the headbutt. This is true, but these are orderlies. They're just trying to put you back in your cage, and currently he's like, I don't want to get hit with the baton, and he's gonna like swing his head at your face. It's like, oh god! That misses though. He swings.
Someone headbutt movies. It's just dumb.
He raises his head back, tries to smack you in the face, and kind of just whiffs right by your face. He goes, "Oh no, not doing it! No, my fucking nose! I just got my nose done. I just got my fucking crooked ass nose fixed." And he leans his head back. That ends them back to you guys.
All right, I know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna ask you if this would work, even though I can only do secondary actions right now. What if I bite him? You
can bite him. That would count as it wouldn't count as a weapon. It would count as a normal melee attack. But you could bite him. That would hurt really fucking bad if you bit him. Go ahead. You're restricted, so this will make the attack, which subtract 1d10 from the attack. But you can indeed bite him.
I'm biting him.
Go for it. Give me that fucking bite. Bite into his face. You got your will pool. I say, rub my hands maliciously.
Oh.
That would go through. Barely go through. He he takes 7 half to 3. He can't block because he's also holding you down, so he can't block. You bite into like his collar, he's like, "Ow, you fucking crazy bastard!" That was your first one. You have one more secondary action you can take. This one will have again another D10 penalty to it.
I'm gonna crunch down
harder. I will say, for the sake of flavoring this, I will give you a +5 to the attack. So roll the attack again, add 5, and it doesn't matter. So even with a -D10, we'll subtract the D10 first. It might put it below a 70, which would help him a lot for the pain.
Okay, we're about to find out, but
+5 though.
Yep.
so D10 +5, so that's 8, and I'm gonna roll another one I will pull.
Oh my god, so 74 subtracted
There
becomes...
it goes. It's
Oh,
back to normal.
yep, never mind. It was below a 70 and it goes back up to a 70 again, which is... 10 half to 5. They're not that strong. You crunch out. He's like, oh! And you see, he faints like while you're biting. He like you pull your teeth back, and he like just his grip loosens. And as you're biting to his collarbone, the way his body hits you, and you just let him go, and he just falls to the ground. The blood loss and maybe just the pain or something. He's out like a fucking light right now. He's hits the ground hard.
Did I just look over the other one with blood all over my face?
He's gonna roll me another charisma check, and I will give you a D10 narrative bonus to this to see, and I will give him a D10 penalty to see if he can resist. Oh,
I'm genuinely just looking at him with this deadpan face.
Oh! He's definitely for real terrified this time. He was slightly stunned for a second, but now he's for really terrified now. And he's like, he begins to like shake. You gotta sure if it's from the fatigue or from looking at the bloodied face of your friend, of Alexei Evangeli. You see him begin to shake in front of you and go, can you get your boy? Can you get your boy? Get your boy, get your boy. And he's just talking to you, Jaleel.
You get a bonus for this, because I'm about to sock this.
Sure. I'll give you a +5 to your first punch. I'll give you a +5 to your first punch. So go ahead. Also, I'm going to mark off the stamina for 2 melee attacks as well, Alexi, for crunching into him like that.
2 stamina?
Yeah. Well, mark off. Well, not 2. Mark off. Use the combat tab and go to melee attack under the stamina tracker and just press melee attack once to see what your thing is. I think it's only -5 per. So I think it's -10 total. You lose 10 stamina total for the bites.
Let's see what the. Okay, it's 5 for a metal attack.
Yep. So yeah, you should be down to 10 down from those 2 attacks. Oh no! He goes, get your boy! Poof! In his nose, he just passes out. He's like right in the face, square in the center of his nose, and he just topples back. Thud. And seeing as none of them called for backup, and you don't hear any rushing footsteps, combat is over.
Alexi just mouth covered in blood, like a hunting dog.
Yeah.
Oh
What is your reaction to this, Jalil? You did just see Alexi with a baton swing, get grabbed, and then bite into a man's collarbone deep until he passed out from the pain.
I've probably seen it before, dude. I'm from the hoods.
You're not from the hoods. You're from like the markets. You live in like the markets of Erebos. Anyways,
Alexi's also a fisherman. Just a normal ass fisherman.
True. Jill would be freaked out. He'd be like, he'd look at Alexi. We're on the same team still, yeah? Kind of look at his hands and look over the bodies. Not that anything. Just start looking for keys.
you begin petting
See what
down.
else we can have.
You do find all of them have the same key that you have, the universal key to all the cells. They all of them have the keys to all the different cells by default. So, technically speaking, if you wanted to replace your fake key with a real one, you could grab a real key for all the different cells.
Yeah. I'll grab the real key, and then what's in this room? Can we take all their keys and lock them in here? No, we can just lock them in the cell.
You could lock them in a cell, yes.
But can we lock them in here? It'd take a while to drag them in the cell.
You could, but if they need to, they could break this window, you can assume, to get out if they really had to.
True.
But that would buy them time, and it would give you a good indication of if they wake up or not. If they broke the glass, you would definitely hear them breaking the glass in this place.
There should be a cell nearby, though.
Oh, yeah, you see some like over here, like right over here.
Yeah. Okay.
I would say this would take you.
I think. Let's take what we can from these, move them to a cell, and make our way out of here with them locked in.
We find our stuff.
Maybe when they wake up, they will tell us the order. we'll find a key and find our way to it.
You are pretty tired as it is, Jaleel, because all the you were in again not a long fight,
Yeah.
but you're at what 35 stamina set. Oh, hang on, yeah, 35 stamina.
Yeah.
So you are currently tired, which disadvantage on attacks, physical checks, and you have half speed. So you'll be moving a bit slower moving to the cells, but you can. I'll say you toss them all at this one, and I will say opening these cells, they all look like how your cells looked. You don't see. The beds are made as if prepared for whoever shows up here, but you kind of just pile all them in there, close it, lock the cells.
Take all their keys.
Okay, take all their keys. I will say that will take you no more than like 10 minutes to accomplish all that.
Okay.
In this time, while you'll do that, I'll say, as you kind of begin to cross back towards, I guess, the center of the... Let me actually end the initiative officially. Let me end the initiative officially. There we go, sorry. End initiative. As you guys begin to trek back toward the center of the hall, after pushing them away, still... Well, looking through the office as well, on top of when you had dragged them away, just in between dragging them, looking through the office. Let me pull up my notes to make sure. You would have found... checking real quick. There is like a big posted note on the desk that tells them what rooms they can and cannot go into as orderlies. You see that on the back wall, pasted across there. They're allowed into any rooms except for the room that they had. Looking at like the map, the room they had you and Alexi is one of the rooms that normal orderlies are not allowed into, and there's one other room that they're not allowed into currently in this place, which is in the same hallway as that area as well. You see, I'll mark it for you. Not mark it, but like I'll show you the hallway. This hallway also has a storage room, and while you don't see any notes on where they put your items, you know there's a storage room down. The storage room and the two rooms they aren't supposed to go to are both in this hallway down. Oops, in this hallway down here. Towards that back side is where the storage room and the...
Does that include the office?
No.
Mueller's office?
Mueller's office is down this hallway. It's a dead end at the end of the hallway there. This hallway ends at a dead end, but there's storage down this way if you were to go. If you want to look for anything in there, of course.
Lexi, maybe this way.
Yes.
They didn't have any other keys other than the ones I had a copy of.
You did not find other keys. I will say, this is a retcon for me because I forgot this. There was a key in Mueller's office as well, Julia. There was a key. It did not look like it was a lift key, but it was another key in Mueller's office that you could have utilized.
Okay.
Are you following Jaleel, Alexi, down the hallway?
Yes, yeah.
Which room would you guys care to go into?
Is the storage room the ones they're not allowed into?
They can go into the storage room, but they're not allowed to go. They can't go into this room or this room down here. Are the two rooms they're not allowed to go into, the orderlies.
Okay. Let's see what's...
They're all of them are locked. All of them are locked, of course.
Oh. Will the normal key work?
You put the key into that door. The normal key the guards have does work for this door. Nice. Move Alexi up here. And this does appear to be the storage room. Being to look around the storage room, I will...
Robert!
Doing my lookout things, because...
This doesn't look suited for a squirrel.
This room looks to be very mundane. A lot of extra blankets and pillows, spoons and forks. Just things that we need down here, like rags and bars of soap. You find spare shirts and pants and like slippers and sandals. But looking around the room, you do not find any of your equipment in here, any of your gear, belongings.
Nothing in this one. We might have to go back to the office and see if there's more keys in there.
Well, you only found the paper and the keys in when you went to the office before, you only found that one key you have on you that is unlabeled, and then you found the documents to everyone that have different files there.
Oh. I didn't take in that.
Well, just so you're right, all the doors are going to be locked. All of them are going to be locked. Just a heads up.
All right. I'll try and. There's no windows on the cell doors.
On the cells, no. There's no windows on anything in any of these rooms. Only the first time you saw a window was the orderly station in the center of the hallway. There's no windows anywhere. Which room would you care to go into?
Just more patients. Or other rooms.
These are larger rooms. This is an unmarked door here. Most of the doors are marked. Like, even this door here is marked storage. These two doors, yes. This one here and this one here, are the only rooms in the entire place that are unlabeled.
I'm guessing only Mueller's key opens them.
You want to try?
Yeah.
You put the key into this doorway.
Slowly with weight against the door.
The key you found in Mueller's office does unlock this door.
Okay, I'm gonna lock it again real quick and knock.
You lock it and you knock. It's not like kind of like it's a very close room. It's a much wider room. And Alexi, you would know this is the room with the chair that you were in before, where you were showing the different things on the spinning rings.
Oh.
You weren't there. This is a room Alexi was in.
True.
But the room sounds like it's a much larger room.
Starting to unlock the door again to open it up.
You unlock it.
Oh.
You see, and I will describe the room to you this time, Jaleel. In this unmarked room, you see... Sorry, I'm going to find it real quick. Across the door threshold, there is a chair with straps and clamps meant to restrain someone. There are two overlapping metal rings comprised of cogs, wheels, and metal that rest in a stationary position, crossing over the chair and surrounding it, much like electrons and neutrons around a surrounding nucleus. You see across them are several panels that appear they can rotate, paraphernalia and artifacts and iconography of the moon and lunar objects in these small, magnified, reinforced like glass orbs, and off to the side looks to be a room of sorts that has a control panel, you can assume, for the machine in the center.
Yeah. Not what we're looking for right now.
Shut the door behind us. Oh no. I thought you were staying in there.
Oh. No. I think we just need to get out of here.
Jaleel.
I'll see what's behind door number 2.
Alexi calls you as you're walking down the hall with Jaleel. This door similarly is unmarked. You unlock it. Actually, let me describe something to you as you get to this room. 1 second here. Let me pause you there. And let me describe this room to you. I'm actually going to change the song to... I'll use this song. I only used it once before. I'll use this song. Sure. Firstly, upon opening this doorway, there's a chill that hits you. Like, not from like a reaction or nerve thing, but like a very literal chill. The room beyond is exceptionally cold, you can assume. And as you kind of unlock and open the door, the true frigidity of the room hits you. Sealed almost like a vacuum, the door kind of hisses open, and a mist, like almost wall, begins to kind of billow out in front of you from just the difference in temperature between the hallway and the interior room.
Ugh. Maybe this goes outside.
You walk into the room and find yourselves looking at a bunch of like rows of shelves going down the full length of the room with these frosted glass jars atop all of them.
Oh no. I'm gonna clear the frost.
You kind of wipe the frost off of them. Firstly, each jar has like a label or slip on them. They all have the same format. As you wipe one away, inside is a chilled and preserved human brain.
god.
And the labels all have the same kind of format. What looks to be like a date, possibly an age, and then a year. Definitely a year for the last one.
What's the oldest one that I can see just walking through?
The oldest you can
years back.
find dates back to the year 427. The youngest age you find is 15. And you're not sure what the first label means, but you can possibly assume it means it's some sort of duration, maybe how long they were here, and one of them says 5 years and 3 months.
Oh.
Roll me either intelligence or wisdom, please.
Is this Santa check?
No, not yet. That comes next.
Let me go pee real quick if that's cool.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah.
Yep, Julie, roll me either intelligence or wisdom, please. 51 as success. Sorry, I'm drinking some water real quick. Let me put this song on. I'll recap, of course, when Mason gets back, but you begin to kind of put together the formatting, the duration of something, the age of the person that you can assume the brain belonged to, and the year of death. There are no names. It is all just these same formats across them. And you begin to see possibly a noticeable pattern, not a very explicit one entirely, but the longer that first number is, like the duration of whatever it is, however long it is, the longer it is looks to showcase changes in discoloration of the frontal lobe of the brain. And the longer the duration is, the more the discoloration seems to be prominent or showy in this.
Either the experiments or maybe just the treatments. The effect or the treatments, I don't know.
And I will say most noticeably to you, just because of your historical ability and analytical mind, you can estimate there's roughly about 100 to 110, 120 jars across all these different shelves. At least 100 plus, though.
This dude deserves. We might have to wait till he comes back. I don't think we will,
But that's within this room currently.
I think
You can assume this is probably like one of the unlabeled rooms that the orderlies are not allowed to go into. You do see within this room there's a label on the inside of the door, if you were to walk out, that just says cerebral on the placard there.
I'll wait for Alexi. But
I do now require, before you say anything, I do now require, I will say for this one, an intelligence sanity check, please. Success.
That
Alright.
works. I think the little would be just like, we need to get the fuck out of here right now. He would say to Alexi.
Okay, when he gets back, I
I
got
mean,
you.
you just probably say out loud, just like, we were never supposed to leave. We were never meant to. Oh.
You begin to back out.
I'm gonna push these shelves over.
Roll me a strength check, please. You do have disadvantage,
Maybe I'll
but
start. Make sure Alexi is back, and I'll start from like one side forward, so it knocks them all down.
very much that. Okay, domino effect. I see what you mean. I will say if you're gonna try and use like the wall to your back to help you push this, I'd say you can roll me a strength check. It's with your current stamina. It's at disadvantage. However, I'll give you a D10 bonus to this because of using the environment to your advantage.
Okay.
Oh, that's insane rolls. I will say even if you know this is gonna make some noise.
God, I didn't even think about it.
I mean, it's but this is still.
Yeah, obviously.
Dice. Great.
Roll
I might
me.
have fucked up a little.
Roll me another intelligence check real quick for me. This is just for taking in the whole
In
room.
case.
Just for taking the whole room.
This is a beefy building though, like
Oh,
school
yeah.
style fucking cinder blocks.
Yeah, thick wall. That's why no one heard the fighting in the hallways. Very thick walls.
True.
I described to Jaleel, Lexi, after you kind of figure out the general gist of the formatting, which should be a duration of something, age of the person, year of death. There are about 100 to 100 plus, maybe 120 or so, in that range, jars in this room.
Gotcha.
And he deciphered that the longer that duration time on the front is, like however, 3 years compared to the 5-year one, there is a noticeable discoloration of the frontal lobe of someone's brain.
Ooh.
Depending on how long that duration number goes for.
Fun.
With that 50, I'll say that can be your sanity checks. I asked for an intelligence sanity check. I was asking for an intelligence check from Jaleel, namely. You're good. No, you're good. That works. I was going to ask you to roll me an intelligence sanity check anyway, so that works for you. Because
I'm rolling physical right now. I'm willing to roll physical die.
Oh. Do you want to re-roll your sanity check then?
Yeah.
Give me an intelligence sanity check, please. Jaleel, roll me an intelligence check one more time.
Oh, Lord.
You know what? I'm going to be nice. I'm going to give you Alexi's roll. I'm going to give you Alexi's roll of a 49 plus your 2 to make it a 51, because it's already on there. What was your roll first, Alexi?
I'm rolling it right now.
Okay.
Odds gives me strength.
What you notice, Jaleel, from your examination of this room, before you begin to do what you're about to do, is the discoloration goes from like a dark bruising patch beneath the surface, almost a gray or blue-gray coloration, until almost a bluish, unnatural cobalt coloration around the frontal lobe that has like a sheen of silver or gray when light catches it.
Like the moon?
Like
the moon, yeah?
Not like the moon, more like the stones, if you were having any correlation. More like the stones you saw in Patrita. Or like the ones that Alexi had seen in that room over there. Or in the eyes of some people. That same coloration is very prominent.
Just conglomerated brains.
What's up?
DM do my roll game.
Alright. And as you take this room in, Alexi, and recoil for just a brief moment, a loud crashing of the many shelves being toppled over by Jaleel echoes through this room. I am going to roll a flat D100. I would like you to roll me one as well, Jaleel, but before you roll it, just say higher or lower, and then roll your D100, please, Jaleel.
Technically, that's a 7 game because I did my D10 bonus.
Oh! Okay! I clapped a little bit.
Higher.
Alright, roll me D100 now. You said higher, roll me D100 now, please. Oh, you lucky dog.
Let's fucking
You lucky dog. There's my roll. You hear the crashing down like cascading in this room. The jar shattering. The brain still partially preserved in the cooled liquid. Hit the ground, and it is a visceral, uneasy sight. You weren't here for this, Mason. Jaleel said, I forget what we're not supposed to be here or something like that, or we were never supposed to leave here, which I believe you said. What Jaleel would have said to you as he pushes over and begins to come around the corner towards the door. We were never meant to leave here. And that is where we pick up the two of you back to each other, both in front of the doorway of this room.
I'm sorry, Alexi, but I think we need to get out of here. Trying to make. So we still don't have the elevator key.
You do not have the lift key.
Do we try any of them?
You want to try the doctor's key card? And as you guys walk out of the room, Jaleel, you see an orderly walks out of this, looks to be like a dining hall room, crosses the hall over to here, and goes, blood drinks! And then close the door behind him as they walk into here.
Oh, shit.
You saw briefly in that room, like 2 or 3 other orderlies that were in there. But you do not hear any other sounds.
This is not the way.
Well, they went in that room. The only other room from the map you saw, this looks to be the dining hall. This is the break room.
I'm going to look at Jaleel and I'm going to say something real quick after this. We were never meant to leave.
You were never meant to leave. I was given greater purpose.
What? I'm gonna keep. Alexi, this journey has been all of us together. We must reunite with our people, our group.
I'm gonna whisper you something, Gabe.
By all means.
Oh shit.
Jaleel, what would you do though? The only rooms you know that aren't inherently for the studies or experimentation would be the room up here, which is the showers, the room here, which is the orderly office, dining room, orderly break room, and of course you're already in it, storage room and office. Those are the only rooms that aren't inherently looked to be related to the doctor's experimentations here. The key must, you can assume, be in one of those rooms because of just how they've been set up.
Mm-hmm.
Also, did you close and lock the doors behind you at the other two rooms?
Of the break room?
No, of the other two rooms, of the ring room and the...
Closed.
Didn't lock them? Okay.
Probably would have locked them.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Actually... Jaleel, roll me either intelligence or wisdom, please. As you're looking at Alexi's home while he's talking to Jaleel, something is off with him right now, but there's no time to examine that thoroughly as you... I mean, you were probably about here when that happened. No time to examine that thoroughly at this point in time, as you need to get out of here. You're not sure how much longer you have until those other orderlies wake up, or until the other ones that are in the break room begin to go investigate the rest of the place. But currently, you still have the element of surprise on anything, and the ability to sneak into whatever rooms are currently empty before they begin to actually scan this place for you. To answer your question, Mason, from the Whisperer, he does not seem to notice anything.
I figured from what you said, yeah.
I was just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. One more.
Mm-hmm.
Jaleel, where would you care to go? There are only two rooms you have not been into that might harbor this key, unless you think it's in the showers, of course.
It's gotta be in the break room, but we didn't take the fucking uniforms off with those guys.
And you can always check.
Is the elevator a key or a key card?
It's a key. It's not that technologically advanced. It's a key.
It's a key. So this is the dining hall and then the break room?
Yes.
And those are the only other rooms? These are all cells up
Those
here.
are all cells up there from what you saw, yes.
There's no way we can do another fight.
You know there's at least, from what you've seen, there are at least 3 other orderlies in this room over here. At least 3, from what you saw through the crack in the doorway.
And these only have exterior locks, right?
You're not sure. You're not. You know that the cells only have exterior locks. You're not sure about the offices themselves.
Can we check? Can we see if we can lock it quietly?
Roll me either dexterity, intelligence, or wisdom to sneak up to the doorway, Jaleel. Actually, no. They would not think anything of it. They would not assume anyone is out sneaking about in this place that's walking past the doorway. So you do check. The keyhole to this door does go through both ways. It is not only an exterior lock. You can peek through the keyhole, and you do see 4 orderlies in there currently. 2 are sitting on a couch, kind of sharing drinks. One is like sitting against the wall, reading a book. The other one's looking over a bunch of like lockers right now. But
Does it look like there'd be any key in there? No, not really. This is just a lunch hall.
The dining hall. Looking in there, roll me either intelligence or wisdom. Hey, get that. Got that.
Sorry.
Roll me either intelligence or wisdom, so you can spot through this keyhole. I will say subtract 1d. Never mind. It's hard to glean. They're moving too much. You see, they all have key rings on their belts. You're not sure if it's the same ones to the cells that the other guys had on their key rings, but they all have key rings in there.
I mean, we have their key rings. They don't have an elevator key.
They do not have an elevator key. They're not meant to leave down
here.
here.
At?
It's the red light down here. I made sure I marked it differently so you knew where it was. You want to check the dining hall? The dining hall also similarly has a double-sided lock where you can look through the keyhole and see into both sides.
Yeah, I'll look through the hole.
Is empty currently.
Alright, I'll open the door. Very slowly.
Open the door up.
Just quickly for a rack or some kind of key hang up.
Roll me. I mean, it's not hard to look at a bunch of tables, but I will
Yeah.
still say, because this is done in a haste and it's supposed to be done carefully, roll me intelligence or wisdom with a D10 penalty, please. Unless you want Alexi to look around. Well, Alexi's fucked in the head right now, actually. I don't know why. I was going to ask Alexi to roll, but he's messed up in the head right now. 72. You do see a key resting up on a chair as if it had fallen out of someone's pocket over here. You're not sure what key it is, but there's a key sitting there.
Run in. Carefully.
You jog in.
Close the door behind me.
Alexi, you following him in the room?
Lexi, yeah, Lexi, get it.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll close it. Yeah.
There we go. You run over and you pick up the key. This key looks different to any other key you currently have in your possession right now. It is not a door key to the cells. It is not a key to the private rooms. This key looks entirely different to any key you've seen.
This might be it, Alexi. Let's get our asses out of here. Open the door very slowly, listening, looking, left, right.
Open the door. You see
I'm
them.
gonna lock. No, I'm not gonna lock the door.
So you do still hear
just
them
gonna
laughing
close
and
the door
talking in
behind
there. You walk up to the lift. You see the keyhole on the side of it. You put the key in.
Yeah.
You put a key into the lift slot, and it goes in, and it clicks, and the panel opens up, and you can call the lift down with a push of a button.
Oh man.
Do you do it?
I feel like they'd have like a schedule or something for this.
As if they hear it. You never know.
Can we? That would make way too much noise. I'm gonna go back in here,
Mm-hmm.
take a chair, and does this door open forwards or backwards?
This door, it looks like it opens outwards towards you.
Sick. Okay, I'm gonna lock it and put the chair under the door to try and jam it.
Roll me a D100, and again say higher or lower, please. Higher or lower, please.
Real quiet.
Higher or lower. Before you roll, say higher or lower. Saying higher?
We going higher all day.
Oh my god! You lock the door, and they keep talking, and they like nothing happened. They don't hear the door lock at all. And you push the chair up against it, and nothing.
Alright, and call the elevator down.
Push the elevator button. You recall it took about, no more than 5 minutes for the elevator to come fully down from wherever it was before, from in the clinic. You wait a minute. You hear the laughter and the talking in the room. About 1.5 minutes go by, and you hear the doorknob kind of jiggle for a second. Goes, "Is the door locked? Hang on. Why is the door locked?" And 15 seconds remaining. Ding! Like the loud ding of the door of the elevator or the lift, and kind of the shutter opens up. All you have to do now is raise the shutter. You hear the door kind of unlock, and then hang on, something's barring the door. You hear a on the door. Someone begins to ram into it, trying to open it up.
Come on, open up.
You raise the shutter, and you enter the lift. It is there before you. The lift is there before you, and as both of you enter, Alexi and Jalil, or I guess rather Jalil, as you go to the panel, push the buttons. Alexi, you turn around and see that same glassy-eyed orderly that you had spoken to previously, the one that's always by Dr. Mueller's side, is in the dark of the hallway, just looking at you, staring quietly.
Oh my gosh.
And he just watches you as Jalil pushes the button, and the lift closes and begins to raise up. He does not move, he just stares at you, specifically Alexi. Jalil, you catch this glimpse of him as well as you kind of round back to see the doorway, just as this door swings open and orderlies begin to kind of rush out in the hallway, but the one at the back, that glassy-eyed, quiet one, just stares ever so quietly as you guys rise up and out of sight.
No.
You ascend upwards. You see now, on the panel inside the lift, Jalil, the one that you used the key on to access, the floor... Actually, let me I'll describe it to you a bit better than what I'm going to say here by looking at it real fast, just so I can tell you how it goes. Where is it? 1 second here, sorry. That's not what I'm looking for. Here it is, sorry. I'm trying to find it. You see that the door panel, or the lift itself, has 3 buttons, F2, F1, and M for maintenance. You guys came in from F1, you can assume. However, there is no button for the basement area. You see there's another panel, like a part of the panel for buttons to access different floors is locked behind a key lock, and you can assume the key you have is what allows people to. It is a specific key that allows you to even access the panel to the basement floor. You can assume that unless you knew that panel was there, that you would not know there's a floor beneath the maintenance level.
Sure.
You guys ascend back to the main floor. The lift stops. The doors open, leaving only that small gate that you have to manually lift between you and the rest of the western ring of the clinic.
As we get close to the top of the elevator, I'll look at it like seeing kind of, hey, maybe wipe that stuff off of your face. All the blood. You know, and grab a corner of my fucking jacket, kind of just clean off as much of the blood off of his face as I can.
Okay. It's mainly around the lips. It's mainly in the teeth and around the lips. Most of the blood in the teeth is kind of gone away from saliva, but you kind of wipe on the mouth. It's enough that it looks like it's just like dried blood if someone like had a bloody nose or something like that in a fight. Not enough like anyone tore someone's collarbone anymore. But the lift stops, and you are free to walk out the lift into the western wing of the clinic. I'm actually move you all back to the Basic City map real quick. So overall. So, you two exit the lift. You see just off to your left is the same orderly station. Not the same one downstairs, but the same orderly station you first saw when you entered here. You see one orderly is there, kind of facing the lift, looking out. What do you do? There's just one orderly looking out towards the lift currently, with like a magazine in his hands right now, reading over something.
I'm going to look at Jaleel.
Just look at me? Oh. Run?
That's all I'm going to say.
Before that happens, I'll say to Alexi, kind of just in like a normal voice, can I try and like mimic like a Gaspiage accent?
Yeah. Roll me
Try and
charisma.
mimic the orderlies and say, I can't believe I gotta get home quickly. These I can't believe I've got to get over quickly. I can't believe those patients threw up over all of us. Had to take our personal clothes from the prior patients just to get home.
Yeah.
My wife's gonna be livid. I mean, just
roll me charisma with
and then
disadvantage.
Alexi runs, and I'll jog after him.
The orderly looks at the two of you. He looks kind of long at the drill and he gives you a curt nod. And he looks to Jaleel. He looks to Jaleel and even with the accent, Jaleel, as you kind of begin to like slightly jog up past the orderly, he looks at you. It's almost a look of recognition. He gives you like a respectful nod, and he just stands up and walks away from the post.
Oh. Interesting.
You might have been let out. Okay.
Well, someone did slide the key to Mueller's office under your door.
For sure. Oh, nice.
Nice.
The little bird.
While you begin to rush down the hallway towards the exit, a woman, a nurse, reading over papers, comes walking out of one of the side rooms, and you kind of slam, wham, right into her as you're running, and both kind of stumble back Julie, you catch it. You catch it as the nurse also kind of gets hit by Alexi and you in this running process. She falls over. She just looks at the two of you. She's gonna scan you for a second. I'm gonna have her roll.
Knock her out.
She goes, I don't believe the doctors wear those uniforms particularly, and your friend looks to Alexi. So what would look about him?
The patients threw up all over us. My wife's gonna be livid.
It's the same line from before. Like it's like you're an actual NPC.
They're warming the Dawn guy.
I'm gonna vampires or something. I'm gonna roll me charisma again.
I think that was from the other roll. I think that was
the same roll from before. You take the same roll. She goes, right. You two aren't going to get out of here looking like that. Just as a heads up. So I'd recommend, unless you want me to scream very loudly, you follow me somewhere to discuss your appearances.
That sounds like a trap.
You see on her lapel. You see on her. You can drop the accent, by the way. You can see on her lapel. I'll put it in chat, of course. I should make sure I get the name correctly. But you can see it.
This is how I speak.
It says she's a nursing officer by the name of Frederica Anderson. And I'll put it in chat.
Oh.
Nurse.
Mrs. Anderson.
She begins to lead you guys down a long walk. Like I honestly, she kind of turns around and just leads you back into the room she was walking out after gathering her papers, and you find yourself in a small office. Like almost instantly, as she walked out of her office, you ran into her. She talks to you, takes her papers, and walks back into the office, looking at the two of you as she walks in, waiting for you to enter. She waits for you to enter before she closes the door. She sits in the doorway precipice, waiting for you to each enter ahead of her before she closes it behind the three of you at this point in time. She closed the door, pulls the shutter, like the little blinds down over the glass part of the doorway, walks to her desk and sits down. You have 1 minute, 5 minutes to talk.
Do you know what's in the basement?
In the maintenance wing?
No. Below that. There's some
Below?
crazy shit going on down there. Okay? And I don't curse. But he does like a little like hand gesture. Like he's like praying to some uttermost god or something. You know, he does a little hand. These things, I wouldn't be surprised if they were in it. But we need to get out of here now. I'm not sure why you want to help us, but I don't think we can trust you unless you tell us.
I didn't say I wanted to help you. I was curious about your appearances and your sudden appearance. You don't look like any people assigned to this wing that I've seen before, and I know almost every patient in this wing.
Well, lucky for you, I don't care about keeping this secret, okay? But we need to get out of here because there's crazy people in the basement that probably run the whole hospital, and they were just torturing us for days, okay? And we need to find our friends. And Robert, I don't even know where Robert is.
Well,
Jill turns around.
You can't leave now regardless. There's a staff rotation happening in the next minute or so.
Then we need to go now because they're going to know that we are gone.
Crazy people in a basement that run the hospital, and your friend has blood on his mouth.
Do you know Euler? Dr. Euler?
Dr. Mueller, of course I know Dr. Mueller.
Well, he's running some crazy shit down there, okay? If you don't know, then you can't help us. I grab Alexi and we... I don't know, is there a window here? Are these windows?
There's a door with a window out of her office. She pulled the blinds closed though to the office. You can peek out, but...
Okay. I guess we're safe for now. I won't run just yet.
She's going to look at you and say, I've been curious about Dr. Mueller's going-ons every now and again. However, he just seemed like kind of a prick.
Yeah, you're right on that one.
And beneath the maintenance floor is what? A basement, you said?
I throw all the keys that I have. I don't need these anymore. I hope I never need them again.
She will grab the keys and look at them. She'll kind of hold her own keyring and kind of be to compare the keys on the ring for a second. You have my attention, but who are you exactly?
Okay. We were sent. No. We have been on very complicated series of trackings to figure out the importance of certain archaeological and potentially celestial occurrences that people, for whatever reason, have some kind of faction, worship, or hatred. And maybe it's just rich people things, and they're all crazy, but they believe in it. So they want to know what we know. This guy, I don't know, I mean, they want us off the streets, I guess, because we were figuring some things out. And this guy is specializing in trying to, I guess, I don't know, I look at Alexei, find out why the moon speaks without words. Does Alexei? I look at Alexei for approval.
He said, Alexei just said Vincent must die just now, out loud.
Okay.
She looks at him very confused.
Do you have any antipsychotic medication?
Yes, I do. Would you... Slow exhale. Look, personally, I am very interested in all of this, actually. I'm usually not on staff whenever anything happens with new transfers to Mueller's wing, typically speaking. At least the ones that are more sensitive, it seems. Myself and most of my staff are actually rotated out on days when Mueller gets new high-risk, she puts air quotes, high-risk patients. And it's always around the same time when a very important man shows up.
An important man?
Yes, Wesley C. Adams of the Interlock. Whenever he's involved, or whenever the wing gets new high-risk patients, most of my staff are rotated out, and curiosity is not the right word to use entirely, but I studied a bit to be an investigator in my youth before I settled into the wonderful field of medicine, and so alarm bells do ring when you notice coincidences like this, especially when two... she's, at this point, while talking, looking over like a pamphlet of papers, two unregistered patients show up in the wing in the middle of the night. She flips around the book to showcase, like, it shows a list of patients with their pictures and everything, so like she shows you like the page that she flips on. There's not a single page with the two of you in this book currently. She's been to flip through it.
Well, there's a house, or no, a room down there, filled with brains in jars. So we're not the first, and I'm sure this has been going on for a long time. I'd be wary of Wesley C. Adams. This is guys, so far as we can tell, paying. He wants something, and he's not afraid of things in his way or people. And whoever's brains are down there, you know, there's over 100. I can't imagine that they came here expecting that they would ever be here.
She holds up the key ring you gave her.
Never expected to not leave.
Holding the key ring, she goes, and these keys can get people down into that brain room.
Yes.
She opens up
There's a specific... Yeah.
So continue, sorry.
There is a key for the elevator, there's a key for the doors, there's a key for his office.
She opens up a drawer at her desk, You see, kind of lifts up something, and that's almost like you can assume maybe like either like a
Hidden.
you can assume as much. It probably hits the compartment, and she drops the keys in there, puts the lid back down, and closes the drawer. I will take you.
We desperately need to get out of here. If you want to meet us again, you can contact, if you so choose.
Well, no, you'd have to contact me. I still don't know who you are, but
Let's keep it there.
for the time being, I'm curious enough to not report any of this. However, it's only because you provide me with the keys and a bit of clarity to my own suspicions. I am still a nurse here, and as such, it's my job to care for the patients, and seeing as you've been mistreated, I don't see why, and at this point, kind of do on the glass of the door. And she looks you two, points towards a small room off the side, and goes, "Bathroom, now!" And usher for you two to go, usher for you to hide in the bathroom of her office. She gets up and goes, "Just a moment, please."
Guess we don't have a choice really right now.
Go in the bathroom. Come on, Alexi. We'll kill Vincent soon.
It's like talking to like a dog. Come on, buddy. Yeah, that's okay. We'll get it soon, buddy. We'll get it soon. Come on. You walk into the bathroom, close the door. Within a few seconds, after you guys close the door, she opens the door to her office. Someone walks in. You hear faint, muttered conversations. You pick up the words penitentiary meeting, Pedaleski absent, monitor east wing. Before the door closes, she goes, "You can come out now." She tosses both of you like long, like the long doctor's lab coats, like two of those long lab coats just to cover yourselves up. It should be enough to at least not provide too much suspicion upon first glance, but to leave here fast, you'll need at least a bit of a cover to make sure you aren't stopped by anyone else that might be suspicious, and this should do just enough. She slides you a card with a number on there and goes, "This is a line to reach me when I'm not working. This is not my work number. This is my personal line. Call me when you are somewhere safe, and we can discuss whatever it is you know, because if I'm going to do any digging in this myself, I would need a bit more certainty and names to go with faces. Do we have a deal?"
You've helped us this much. My name is Julio.
Pleasure to meet you, Julio.
This is Alexi. He's non-verbal.
She
right
reaches
now.
into her drawer and hands. It's a small like pill bottle that she hands to you. They won't make him any more sane, but they should help it not get worse while you find him help.
Thank you. I
Do
won't
not-
give one to him now. I'm gonna slip it in his food later.
Do not thank me yet. Currently, my job, and if you're right, my life are on the line for helping you. And so, because my investigative spirit is on fire, we're in this together.
This bitch glowing.
Alright, you should run now.
Got the lab coats on. You wouldn't have known of a squirrel around here in the hospital?
I overheard the PSOs that left not long ago. Oh, not PSOs. I overheard the orderlies not long ago saying that the PSOs had a squirrel with them from people they brought in, which I'm guessing are you now, that they gave off to a shelter somewhere. Not sure where, but it's at least not in the hospital.
Very well. And belongings, if there were belongings...
Your
of ours?
belongings. Right, wait here a moment. I believe they just put most of the belongings upstairs in the orderly office by the lift. They're planning to move into storage sometime soon, but if you give me about 5 to 10 minutes, I'll be right back.
Okay.
And she's
So
going
Will
to...
and Alex, thank you.
She'll nod her head and she'll open the door, walk out like nothing's wrong, and just head down the hallway, closing the door behind her.
Alexi, are you okay? I saw you did some crazy stuff back there. I know you had to survive. You haven't been talking much. Can I be a part of the plan? What have you seen?
It's all
Alexi? Okay. What kind of pills are these? Are they like capsules or?
They're capsules, yeah.
I'm gonna. Is there like a water fucking jug in here somewhere?
You see like one of those fountains, yeah, one of those like water fountains with paper cups, yeah.
I grab a I'll put pill in there and then like put the water in and like stir it a little, shake it a little bit so it dissolves, and then add more water. Drink some water, Alexi. I guess maybe dexterity. I don't want him to see this.
Then I guess roll me dexterity. Alex, this does pertain to sight, so you can roll me either intelligence or wisdom, and you can add your little sight bonus you have.
Yeah, I could.
Oh.
Oh Lord.
Oh, I mean, even if you guys both rolled bad, but he just rolled a bit better. Oh yeah, D10 bonus. Oh yeah, he sees that. 33. Julie will put one of the pills from the doctor's bottle into your water. Not like a malicious... He tried to, like, you know how a parent hides medicine in their kid's food? It's not like a malicious thing. It's more like a, I want to make sure you have this, even though you don't want it kind of thing. But he does...
I'm gonna is it like a styrofoam cup?
Paper cup. It's a little paper cup, yeah.
I'm gonna crush it in the hand and say,
Do not try to blind me again.
before dropping it on the floor.
It's hard to trust you, Alexi, if you can't tell me the truth. I want to know what you know. We're on the same path. As much as you think I'm not, maybe...
We're all connected to it. The moon. I've seen the pieces. They fit together like puzzle pieces. Does not need to be made whole. In itself is already whole. We are guided by the moon. We are guided by her light. Vincent wants to put us in the dark. Vincent wants to destroy what has been made. Vincent must be destroyed.
I've seen it. I've seen what is made. I've seen what is there. I've seen its beauty. They dig deep into my mind, and my eyes have been opened in a way I've never experienced before. I know more than what I did. I am more than what I was. I can feel the light behind my eyes. Like a flashlight, like a guiding light when you're lost at sea. It's beautiful.
Jill, roll me intelligence or wisdom, please. Your choice, of course. Damn.
I have one more whirlpool.
And then you save that. Don't even bother using that. You need to get to a 50. Don't even bother using that. You need time to digest this and to really have a sit down with Alexi in a more neutral space after everything's calmed down. Currently, something is very, maybe even more wrong than you assume when you were just downstairs within the last hour with Alexi. Something is very, very wrong. Or at least wrong in your perspective, but seemingly right to him. And it's perhaps that duality that you need to sit down and discuss with him when you have more security and privacy, because as you are thinking this over, Nurse Anderson walks back in the room with 2 bags that have the name Julie and Alexi on them, dropped from the desk. She looks at the cup on the floor. Is the water not to your liking? I understand it's not mountain water if you're from West Creek, but it's still clean.
No, it's plenty fine, thank you. I'll pick up the cup, toss it.
This is all. I believe this is all your items here. So whatever you have here is, whatever's here is what you are going to have.
Are the bags labeled? I guess
They
we
are.
should
It's
just take
it's
one,
your
right?
name. They each have your name. It's one.
Yeah.
One is Lexi Voyage. One is Jaleel Draka on there. I will say the items that are indeed lost are.
Tonto.
I'm going through your items right now. You guys, you lose something. Obviously. Alexi, your porno mags are gone. I'm so sorry. The bag of chips are gone. You have your pocket knife, but the machete is not in the bag.
These motherfuckers.
Everything else is in there, though. But you've lost the machete, the porno mags, and the chips. Jaleel, you have lost. They didn't touch your weird rock, your artifact. Yes. That was like vintage Bloomfast porn too. Like that was the good stuff. Jaleel, they took your brush because they're probably bored here. They took your product reclamation sponsor pass.
What can I go on this tape?
And they took your portable mug.
Why?
Like your squirrel.
I mean, obviously your score. Oh,
Oh,
and your
squirrel's
mints,
gone.
and your mints, and your
They
berries,
took the mints.
and the berries.
Bring
Yeah.
it back.
We're gonna blow this
I will say
place up.
one bottle of intellect tonic is also missing, but you still have two of them.
Okay. Damn, guys.
We need to blow this fucking place up.
I
Me
mean,
and Alexi are on the same page.
this gotta go. I say we go to the maintenance room and blow this bitch up from the gas pipes. But as you say, as that is handed off to you guys, being to pick up your items again, she goes, "The rotation is nearing its end. This is the best time to go. Everyone's getting to their post and no one's walking around yet. Good luck." And she'll pick up her paper from her desk, and she'll walk out of her office first and head down the hall she's heading down before you guys first ran into her. And you guys walk out and begin to speed walk and rush your way out, away from the west wing of the clinic toward the main hall. That'll take you out of the clinic as a whole. As you run, you begin to hear sirens howl from deeper into the west wing where you guys just came from. But more than that, you faintly hear the echo of alarms from somewhere deeper in the northeastern side of the facility as well. As you kind of reach the intersection crossing towards the main hall, you begin to hear footsteps rushing down from the intersection towards you. Like almost. So I'm going to draw it out faintly because I don't know if I'm explaining it wrong. If you're coming down the crossing from the southwestern wing, there are footsteps rushing down toward you from the northeastern, almost like you're going to cross paths at the intersection towards the main hall that are rushing in your direction. And as you crest the corner, you slow your steps and begin to crest the corner. And as you do, getting to the bend toward the main hall, towards the exit, towards freedom from this place, you find yourselves glancing over and looking at a set of familiar faces as those that were taken from you, namely Yuri, Marlon, and Drew, come round the corner down from the northeastern side, also wearing probably not the right attire that they should be wearing for their station. However, with little time to deliberate or unite properly, as footfalls begin to converge from both the northeast and the southwestern of each side of the clinic and the penitentiary, you both converge your groups and begin to hustle towards the front doors of the clinic out of this area, and that is where we end tonight's session.
Let's go.
Alarm.